Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? It's your girl, Lady K, coming through with some new content for you. And let me tell you, honey, it's good. Oh, yes, it's juicy. Are you ready to hear about it? Because I'm ready to tell you. You better get them ears ready for this one. Because the other folks may got the tea, but baby, I got the juice. Now, we all know that season 15 of Real Housewives of Atlanta ended with the cast members being Sheree Whitfield, Candy Burris, Kenya Moore, Drew Sidora, Marlo Hampton, and Sonia Ross. Well, it's been a big shakeup in the cast, leaving a few of our familiar faces off and gaining another couple of cast members, with a few of them being familiar faces also. So the people who will not be following us into season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is Sheree Whitfield, Marlo Hampton, Sonya Ross, and Candy Burris. Yes, that's right. Candy is finally taking a leave of absence, hopefully. That's a little hurtful. We're going to get into that later. But yes, those ladies will not be joining us on season 16 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So let's get into these familiar faces that will be coming back to join us. Portia Williams, you guys. That's right. Portia Williams will be joining the ladies. She is back. She is bigger than ever. She's more beautiful than ever, with a lot of drama going on of her own between the divorce between her and Simon. And oh my goodness, it gets messy. I'm so glad to see her back on the show. Thank goodness she's back on the show. The show does need a little fun, and Portia brings the fun. She will be joining Kenya Moore and Drew Sidora in the cast, and also her longtime friend Shamia. Shamia finally gets her peach, and let me tell you guys something. I am so happy to see her finally get a peach and join the ladies. We've been watching Shamia for years, going on the trips, showing up at the events. She's more beautiful than ever. She's talented. She's supportive. She's been a longtime friend of Portia, having her back. She's been a longtime friend of Candy as well, and I'm ecstatic to finally see her getting a peach. Also returning will be Cynthia Bailey, but she will not be returning with the peach. That's right. She will only come back as a friend of the ladies on the show. Now, join Portia, Kenya, and Drew will also be this lovely lady, Brittany Eady. Now, I'm not going to lie. These other three ladies that are coming up here, I know nothing about. I know nothing about, and I won't care anything about until we get to see season 16. She's a beautiful lady. She looks as if she can be messy and bring a little bit to the show, but I guess we'll find out. And Kelly Farrell. Now, I'm not sure who Kelly Farrell is. If you guys know, y'all can leave it in the comments. Speak your piece. I'm not really liking her style right here. She looks like she's going to be full of crap as well. It just is what it is. Yeah, I said it, and I ain't taking it back. So, not too happy to be seeing her. And who is this? This is Angela Oakley. Who is Angela Oakley? She looks like a knockoff between Tiffany Haddish and Marlo Hampton. What are we doing here? Okay, what is it that what do you make of it? Okay, she looks like she's going to be messy too. And who knows? These ladies may really bring something to the show that we've been missing. But like I said, the beautiful Shamia is coming. I can't wait to see what she brings to the table. It's been long overdue. So get it, Shamia. Go ahead and get that peach, girl. Now, we just found out recently that Tamar Braxton was invited to the party, y'all. That's right. Tamar Braxton was offered a spot on the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she turned it down, baby. She rejected it, stating that she's not about to have a wig put on and her face beat up for her to argue with a bunch of bees. She says that all money isn't good money, and she added she does not want to be depicted some type of way arguing with beautiful black women on television. And she will still be a fan of the show, and she will still be tuning in. I do like her response as far as her still being a fan of the show. And I also like where Tamar is in life right now. We saw her come in as a spoiled person. Let's just be honest. She was spoiled. She was loud. She was outspoken. She's still loud and she's still outspoken, and she might even be spoiled. Still. But she's at a point in her life where she's more settled and she's more calm and she knows what she wants. Now, I'm not going to lie. The messy part of me would have loved to see Tamar Braxton on this show because if I'm not mistaken, technically she's still on paper married to Vincent D. Herbert. She's engaged to this JR guy, the white guy that's the lawyer. And I know it was some mess going on with him and another reality TV star or former reality TV star. And to have all that stuff broadcast on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh my gosh, it would have been so juicy to see her how she's interacting with Vincent and with JR to watch just it. I just feel like she would have been a great addition to the show. She would have been good for the show. She would have been great for the show. And I would have loved to see her unfold. But she also stated that it was not worth her mental to do a show like that, and we can't help but to agree and or agree to disagree, but we have to respect what it is that she's saying. If it's too much for her mentally, then you know what, do you, boo. But I really would have loved to see her on that show, I'm not gonna lie. Now let's go back to the familiar face that's joining the store, which is that of Portia Williams. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not liking this new dynamic duo. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, they look happy. Yeah, they look like they stunting. Beautiful, beautiful women. And I love to see black women supporting each other. But I just don't trust this. Y'all, let's not forget their history. Kenya and Portia. Kenya saying that Portia, I was just as scared as Portia with no makeup on. Just saying things like that. Portia, I'm not with the new dynamic duo. And I know we should let the past be the past, but let's just be for real. Kenya is a triple F. She's fierce, fiery, and ferocious. Okay? We don't know what she's thinking at any time, what her plan is. She's very sneaky and very conservative when it comes to what she's going to do and how she exerts her plans. And we've all watched Portia be made a fool out of time and time and time and time again on Real Housewives of Atlanta. What makes you think that this won't be no different? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not feeling these two ladies being a new dynamic duo. I feel like Kenya is only doing it because her friends are gone. Cynthia is no longer on the show. Candy's no longer on the show. She doesn't really have anybody. So with Portia coming back, she needs an ally. She needs someone to ride with her, and I think that she has Portia under her claw. I always thought that they would make good friends, especially the season where both of them had their babies. They were going to each other's house and parties. Something happened where Kenya wasn't invited and all bets were off after that. But that just goes to show any little thing can trigger her and she's no longer loyal. And then Portia has her all on her Instagram. What about Kenya? Kenya doesn't have Portia on her Instagram. I mean, she has Cynthia, she has Usher, she even has Candy down here, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't see Portia. She has herself, of course. I mean, who wouldn't? She's very full of herself. Um, but I don't see where she posted. I see where she's been tagged in that picture with Portia, but she doesn't have Portia. I'm just not buying it. I'm not buying it. I ain't feeling it. I don't like it. I just don't. And by the way, I don't hate Kenya. I actually respect her and I respect her hustle. I'm just saying, Portia, be careful. Just be careful. And I'm so happy to see that she's back on the show. Now, let's get into the people who are no longer going to be on the show. We're going to start off with none other than Miss Candy Burris. Anybody that knows me know I love me some Candy Burris. I love her. I love her music. I love her family. I respect her hustle. Her restaurants are the bomb. I love everything about her, and I really, really hate to see her go. However, I do feel like in the last season, she wasn't really bringing much to the table. She literally spent the entire season marketing, which is what you should do. Don't get me wrong. You should market whatever it is else that you have going on. But she didn't really bring much to the show. It's like you can look at her demeanor, her actions when she was, on camera, and she was just over it. And she got so much other stuff going on. I mean, we're going to miss her, but who can hate it? She has a lot of things that she's working on, her and her husband, family ventures they got going on, her trying to come up with another movie. Kudos to Candy. We're going to miss you. Maybe she'll come back on season 17 or maybe even season 18, or she could be through for good. Who knows? But with Candy, you know, you just never know. She might hop back on, y'all. I don't know. And then we have Miss Sonia Ross. Now, to be honest with you, it says that she exit. I'm not 100% sure if she exit or she just wasn't enough to the show and was booted. In my opinion, she wasn't meant for the show anyway. I knew that her being on the show was going to be very short lived. She's not cutthroat enough. She's not neutral enough. She kind of just hopped from fence to fence. You didn't really know where she was coming or going. She tried. I don't think she's a bad person. I just think she was bad for the show. Beautiful woman, beautiful family, but just not for this right here. So I look forward to seeing what her future endeavors are, as long as it has nothing to do with Housewives of Atlanta. Now let's go to Sheree. Sheree is another person. Sheree. I don't know if she was boot or she decided to exit. Either way, it was fine with me. Y'all can say what y'all want, but Sheree was starting to get boring to me. The things that she was doing was old. She wasn't bringing much to the table. She didn't have a storyline. She had clothes that was supposed to come in style and go out of style. These stores that's supposed to open, clothing line, her shop online is shutting down. Everything is going. I'm confused as to what's going on with Sheree. And at this point, I could care less. I could really care less. I don't mind seeing her leave. I do think that she was an asset for a short period of time to the show, but as time progressed, she kind of just hopped off of everybody else's drama. She's sitting at the table, getting juice from everybody to take it to the table when everybody else is eating and say, "So what you think about that?" And you said this about that. It was, with me personally, I don't know about anybody else, but I could have done without that. So Sheree, it's been real. And last but certainly not the least, we have Miss Marlo Hampton. She will also not be returning to season 16 of Housewives of Atlanta, stating, "My contract with Real Housewives of Atlanta ended when season 15 wrapped." I don't know what they were thinking, because Marlo Hampton was long overdue to get her peach. And when they gave her her peach, she took it and she ran with it. She's been waiting her entire housewife career to finally get her peach. Y'all give her one and she lets us know who the real Marlo Hampton is, and y'all just take it from her just like that. No, that's a big mistake. And you guys need to know that she does have fans, and we were enjoying getting to see Miss Marlo Hampton unravel. So whoever it is that's over it that might be looking at this, please give her a peach in the middle of season 16 or at the beginning of 17. It doesn't matter to me, but I would like to see Marlo Hampton back on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and some other people that I would not mind coming back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Everybody already knows Nene Leakes. I know I've done a video about her, but we can't deny credit where credit is due. Nene Leakes was good for the show, and I would love to see her come back. I don't know what she had going on, and I know it may not never happen, but it would be nice to see her. And also, another person that I would like to see is Phaedra. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all, it's the messy part of me that would like to see Phaedra back. I think she's learned her lesson, y'all. Don't you think? I understand she did some stuff, and I know Candy said that if she was still going to be on there, that Phaedra couldn't be there, she was going to leave. But now Candy is gone. Phaedra actually has that door open for her to come back. And to my knowledge, after her being on Married to Medicine, they actually, Real Housewives of Atlanta production actually reached out to her to try to get her back on the show, and it's still up in the air. I don't know. Maybe she's negotiating her contract. But also, we also have to keep in mind about the situation that happened between her and Portia, but I believe they actually made up shortly after the season ended with that mess about Candy and the accusations. But I do feel like she's messy enough for the show. She's smart, she's cunning, she's slick. She's no longer with Apollo, but hey, Apollo showed up on the reunion of Married to Medicine. He might show up on an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta if we can get Phaedra back. And then we'll really be back in business then. I don't know. Eva is also another person I would like to see. Yes, the beautiful Miss Eva Marcel. I would love to see her again. Now, I know she's busy with the new show, All the Queen's Men. But with the situation that happened with her and her ex Mike and the ongoing show, I would love to see how that unravels. Once again, that's the messy side of me. And let's not forget how she shut Marlo down. We actually got to see her jump out of bohemian mode and get into ghetto fabulous mode one good time. And we needed that from her, okay? Because we were all giving you the side eye. You were getting caught up in your lies. You're saying little things here and there. I know you and Portia bumped heads. I know you and Kenya bumped heads. But hey, I would like to see you back on the show, honey. I really, truly would, and I think you were good for it. And if we can we at least get the beautiful Shamari DeVoe back on the show? Now, I'm not going to lie, give her a drink or two, and she is the funnest person on the show. I would love to see her back on there. Something tells me, though, that husband of hers is not going to allow it. I think she was divulging too much information, more information that he would like with the relationship that they had. But I mean, come on. I liked her. I thought she was young, beautiful, fiery, and she didn't take anything from anyone either. I like that. She knew when to step in and when to step out. So I would not mind seeing Shamari back on here again. But I guess we're going to have to settle with the three newbies that they put on the show that looks a hot freaking mess. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And I bet y'all, I'm right. I bet y'all this is a waste of time. When you are casting for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you got to be more careful than this. Andy, I'm going to be in your inbox about this. Now, you know better than this. All right? She might be all right. She looked like she might can roll with the punches. But this and this? No, 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 no. Anyway, that's going to be it for today. Make sure you click the like and subscribe button. This is Lady K, and I'll catch you later. Bye.